Halo semuanya, jadi hari ini aku mau nge-review sebuah channel yang mempelajari tentang bahasa Jepang di YouTube. Pertama kita buka YouTube-nya dulu. Namanya itu Japanes Japa Japanes this podcast 101. Oke. Nah, jadi ini channelnya. Nah, di channel YouTube ini tuh kita bisa mempelajari bahasa Jepang dari paling dasar. Kita bisa lihat di playlistnya mereka. Itu kita bisa mulai belajar dari hiragana. Hiragana challenge-nya. Nah, di sini tuh hiragananya itu bisa dibagi menurut per katanya, per kelompok katanya. Aka, satana, hama, ya, rawa. Gitu. Nah, selain itu di video ini tuh kita juga diajarin cara mengucapkan hurufnya yang benar dan bagaimana cara menulisnya. Jadi kita lihat ya contoh videonya satu.
In this series, I'm going to teach you how to master the Japanese alphabet in the fastest, easiest, and most fun way.
Oke, jadi salah satu keunggulannya lagi tuh mereka menggunakan bahasa Inggris yang mana jadi bahasa umum gitu loh. Jadi kalian nggak perlu harus mendengarkan bahasa Jepangnya doang, tapi di sini juga ada bahasa Inggrisnya. Nah, di video yang lain tuh aku juga udah lihat dia tuh juga ada pakai bahasa Jepangnya. Tapi kita sekarang coba lihat ini dulu.
You know, written Japanese actually uses 3 different scripts: hiragana, katakana, and kanji. Hiragana is the basic Japanese alphabet. Contrary to the English alphabet, however, each character represents one syllable sound. So every time you see one specific character, you know that it will always sound the same way. The second script used in Japanese is katakana. Each katakana character represents the same syllable as its hiragana counterpart. However, it is written a bit differently and is used mostly for foreign words. These two make up the Japanese alphabet, and they will be the focus of this series. Note that when Japanese is written vertically, you read it from right to left. So we'll be starting with this column. These 5 characters are the 5 vowel sounds in Japanese. The rest of the characters are made up of a consonant sound and one of these vowel sounds, except for the n character. Okay, are you ready to learn your first hiragana? Here we go! This is the hiragana character, a. To remember this character, try comparing it with an apple. Do you see it? Next up is the hiragana character, I. Think of this character as 2 eyes, side by side. I. You can actually see I a lot in writing, as it acts like a suffix to most adjectives in Japanese. The third one is the hiragana, u. To remember this character, imagine a boxer getting punched in the stomach saying u. This is the hiragana character, e. It looks like an energetic ninja. Whoosh! Now, our final character for this lesson, the hiragana, o. To remember o, try to think of it as a UFO. Take a look at these 2 characters. Do you remember this character on the left? That's right, it's the hiragana, a. In order to differentiate hiragana, o, from a, just remember that o has a floating stroke on the side. O is also often used in writing, but unlike I, o is commonly found at the beginning of words. It is used to imply politeness. Let's see all the characters again. A, I, U, E, O. Now, let's review what you've learned. I'll show you a character or a word and give you time to say them. Ready? E. Remember the energy that looks blue. Iie. Iie means no. Aoi. This means blue. Great job! Do you remember when I said hiragana characters are used to spell out the pronunciation? Okay, let's wrap up this lesson by recapping the following words on.
Oke, jadi bagusnya channel ini tuh mereka mempelajari kata per kata, huruf per huruf, sertai juga contoh-contoh kata yang menggunakan huruf tersebut. Jadi misalnya kayak tadi kan kita mempelajari tentang huruf A, I, U, E, O. Nah, di sini juga ada kata yang menggunakan huruf A, I, U, E, O seperti ai, au, ao, iu, ie. Nah, jadi selain ada yang hiragana, jadi mereka tuh juga ada tentang mempelajari huruf katakana. Coba kita lihat salah satu contohnya.
You've learned these 15 katakana characters from the previous lessons. In this lesson, you learned the 5 katakana characters under the T column. The first katakana character for this lesson is ta. Ta. Think of it as a person holding a tablet. Just like their hiragana counterparts, all of the katakana in this column can be altered by a dakten as well. Ta with the dakten is da, ta, da, ta, da. Okay, next up is the katakana character chi, chi. Try to imagine katakana chi as a chicken. Now, let's add a dakten to chi. Remember, it's not pronounced di. Actually, chi with a dakten is pronounced as ji, chi, ji, chi, ji. Just like its hiragana counterpart, ji is very rarely used. Just like shi is the only sh sound in Japanese, chi is the only one with a ch sound in Japanese. The only syllables that were originally available are cha, chi, chu, and cho. So making the chat digraph allows Japanese people to say long words like chair or archery. The third katakana for this lesson is tsu. Tsu. Tsu looks like a tuna fish head. Does katakana tsu remind you of katakana shi? They look very similar, don't they? Here's a great way to figure out which one is which. Just remember the strokes of their hiragana counterparts. Hiragana shi starts from the top and curves up at the end. The two short lines of katakana shi aligns with this part, and both characters ends by going up. Hiragana tsu, on the other hand, starts from the left and curves down at the end. The two short lines of katakana tsu align with this part, and both characters ends by going down instead. Okay, let's add a dakten to tsu as well. It's pronounced as zu. Listen carefully. Tsu, zu, tsu, zu. Chisai tsu is also available for katakana as well. It serves the same function of lengthening the consonant after it. When found at the end of the word, the chisai tsu acts like a glottal stop for words spelled using katakana. Next is the katakana character te. Te. Katakana te looks like a telephone pole bent at an angle. Let's modify te with a dakten. It is now pronounced as de, te, de, te, de. Since chi has the ch sound, the t column doesn't have a native t syllable sound. So, for long words that have this sound, the t digraph is created. And since chi with the dakten is pronounced ji, a long word with the d syllable on the other hand can be written using the d digraph. Our final character for this lesson is the katakana to. To. To looks like a side view of a totem pole. What does to sound like with the dakten? To with the dakten is pronounced do. Remember? To, do, to, do. Just as there is no native T syllable in Japanese, there isn't a native tu syllable as well. In order to say foreign names or long words with a tu syllable, the tu digraph is used. By adding a dakten to the tu digraph, spell out words with the do syllable. Let's see all the characters again.
Nah, selanjutnya kita pelajari tentang huruf kanji. Huruf kanjinya itu di sini ada macam-macam ya. Oke, kita belajar dari yang ini.
Take a look at these kanji characters. Can you guess what they mean? By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to grasp the meaning behind these kanji characters. In the previous lesson, we learned that kanji characters are made up of radicals, the building blocks of kanji. These radicals give us tremendous clues to the meaning behind kanji characters. Can you identify the common element in all of these kanji characters? It's this part here. This particular radical is called
Ninben.
It's otherwise known as the person radical, and it's used in some of the most common of all kanji characters. Let's take a look at it in more detail. On its own, the person radical looks like this. We mentioned before that some radicals can be kanji on their own. This radical is one such example.
The meaning behind this particular kanji is human or person.
When this radical appears as a part of another kanji, like in these examples, the appearance changes slightly. When it's a component like this, it adds the meaning of human or person to the entire kanji character.
If you can identify a radical in a kanji character, there's a good chance that you can guess the meaning of the character itself.
The first kanji has the person radical, paired with this second character. This second character is also a common radical and kanji in itself. It's the character for tree.
When paired together, a person leaning on a tree means that they're resting. So this kanji character means to rest.
The second kanji has the person radical paired with this character. It's identical to the tree character from before, except with this small horizontal line at the bottom. The meaning of this character is root or trunk.
When paired together, the root or trunk of a person refers to their body. So this kanji means body.
The last kanji has the person radical paired with the character for word.
Human and word paired together means trust or faith.
Can you see how we can determine the meaning of each kanji?
Jadi di channel YouTube ini selain belajar tentang huruf, hiragana, katakana, dan kanji seperti tadi, kita tuh juga bisa mempelajari tentang cara berbicara dalam bahasa Jepang. Di sini tuh macam-macam sih yang bisa kita pelajarin tuh, dari mulai belajar tentang N3, JLPT, atau belajar tentang lagunya anak-anak di Jepang seperti yang ini. Terus nah kita tuh juga bisa mempelajari kayak kalimat seperti apa sih yang harus kita ucapkan kalau misalnya kita ada di restoran, atau dalam memasak itu kata-kata apa aja, kotoba seperti apa yang bisa kita gunakan. Terus kita juga bisa diberitahu kayak berapa sih kira-kira biaya yang harus kita habiskan kalau kita hidup di Jepang. Gitu. tahu ini, bagaimana cara menggunakan okage samade di dalam bahasa Jepang. Kayak gitu. Jadi sebenarnya isinya channel ini tuh benar-benar untuk yang mau belajar bahasa Jepang gitu loh. Karena tidak hanya basicnya saja yang dipelajari, bukan hanya tentang huruf, tapi juga tentang bagaimana cara mengucapkan hurufnya dengan baik, bagaimana menerapkan huruf-huruf tersebut di dalam sebuah kalimat bahasa Jepang, dan bagaimana kalimat tersebut dipelajari lalu diterapkan lagi ke dalam kehidupan sosial masyarakat di Jepang di sana. Seperti itu. Jadi yang mau belajar bahasa Jepang dengan mudah dan asik, boleh dicek channel YouTube-nya Learn Japanese with JapanesePod 101.com. Segitu.